In the world of fitness and muscle building, a lot of people wonder whether masturbation can affect their progress. Some worry that if you masturbate too much, it could lower testosterone. Testosterone is a hormone that helps your muscles grow, so it's natural to wonder if sexual activity could slow down your gains. Many athletes and fitness enthusiasts even avoid sex or masturbation before big competitions because of this fear. But is this concern backed by science, or is it just a myth? Today we're going to break it down and look at what research really says. First, let's understand testosterone. Testosterone is a hormone in your body that helps with muscle growth, strength, and recovery. People assume that more masturbation leads to lower testosterone and that this will stop muscles from growing. But the truth is more complicated. Scientists have studied the connection between masturbation, ejaculation, and testosterone. However, the results are not straightforward. Let's look at some studies. In 2003, there was a study on 28 men who didn't masturbate for 8 days. After that period, their testosterone went up by 45%. On the surface, this seems like a big increase, but there were issues with the study. The men didn't all start at the same time, researchers didn't track how often they normally masturbated, and the sample size was very small. So while the number looks high, it doesn't give a full, reliable picture. Another study looked at 10 men who didn't masturbate for 3 weeks. Researchers saw a small rise in testosterone during this period, but it didn't last long. This shows that short-term changes may happen, but they don't seem to stick. Also, this study mainly focused on men and their masturbation habits. Scientists also studied animals like monkeys and rats. Some studies suggested that more ejaculation could lead to higher testosterone, while others found no significant connection. What these studies show is that ejaculation might cause small, temporary changes in testosterone. But here's the important point. Muscle growth needs big, long-term changes in hormones to be affected. Testosterone naturally goes up and down throughout the day, and the small temporary changes from masturbation are too minor to make a real difference in muscle growth. Even if masturbation lowers testosterone slightly for a short time, it doesn't matter much for building muscles. Muscles respond to consistent workouts, proper nutrition, and adequate rest, not small temporary hormone changes. So if your main concern is whether masturbating will stop your muscles from growing, the answer is it probably won't. The small hormone fluctuations caused by ejaculation are not enough to block your progress in the gym. However, there is something else to consider. If you masturbate excessively or spend too much time watching adult content, it can affect your mood, focus, and energy levels. You might feel tired, less motivated, or even a little anxious or stressed. This can indirectly affect your workouts, not because of testosterone, but because your mental energy and focus are lower. The key is balance. Masturbation is a normal activity, and as long as it doesn't take over your life or interfere with your energy and motivation, it's not going to harm your muscle growth. Finding a healthy balance can actually make you feel better mentally and emotionally. Instead of worrying about whether masturbation will ruin your gains, it's better to focus on things that truly matter for muscle growth. These include eating well. Protein, healthy fats, and the right amount of calories are essential for building muscles. The training consistently. Weightlifting, resistance exercises, and progressive overload are what make muscles grow. Getting enough rest, sleep, and recovery allow your muscles to repair and grow. When you focus on these key areas, the small short-term changes from masturbation become irrelevant. Your body adapts to consistent training, proper nutrition, and good rest, not temporary hormone dips. So, what's the final verdict? The link between masturbation and muscle growth is weak. Research shows that temporary changes in testosterone caused by masturbation are not strong enough to stop muscle gains. Your progress in the gym depends much more on your workouts, diet, and recovery than on sexual activity. That said, it's important to pay attention to your mental and emotional health. Masturbation is fine in moderation. If it starts affecting your energy, motivation, or focus, it's worth taking a step back and finding a balance. A healthy approach keeps both your body and mind strong. In summary, masturbation can cause very small short-term changes in testosterone. These changes are too minor to affect muscle growth. Excessive masturbation or adult content can lower focus and energy, indirectly affecting workouts. Muscle growth depends on training, nutrition, and rest, not masturbation habits. Finding a healthy balance benefits both your body and mind, so don't stress too much about masturbation stopping your muscle gains. Focus on the things that truly matter for your fitness. Train smart, eat well, rest enough, and maintain a balanced lifestyle. That's what will give you real results in building muscles and staying healthy.